Well, people, to get away from the people on the trail, to not be in all the skiers' way and stuff, they get really upset about that. So here in Anchorage, there's signs that say whether it's Nordic skiing or the snow biking, like the fat tire biking, or if it's multi-use for hiking and dogs and just normal recreation, but sometimes hard to tell, so I piss a lot of the skiers off. But anyways, I came across this little trail here. As soon as you get off the groomed, I mean, I'm in absolute just under waist height snow right now. And as I said earlier, it's about -6. So about 5 miles all around. This is all stuff that I've worn before, but I've never worn it together in this configuration. So I'm wearing these like super cheap 700 gram Thinsulate Columbia boots. They're like 120 bucks or something. And as far as durability, I don't think they're gonna hold up for several years, but they are very comfortable. Part of that anti-durability means that they're very flexible, which is why I don't think they're gonna be that durable. Some of the stitching seams are a little off, but they're very warm, they're very flexible, and the tread is very good. Also the fit, they just fit really nice. They go on nice. I do wish they had a pull tab loop on the back, but it's kind of nitpicking for a very cheap boot that does well. I am looking for different opinions on boots. If any of you have any, I was looking to Obiz or Obaz from Bozeman. But under there, I'm just wearing a standard midweight smart wool sock. Just one. I don't like to double up or anything. It makes me sweat. That's working fine. My toes are very fine, especially in this because snow's a good insulator. My bottoms, doing a triple layer on all of the tops and bottoms. So I'm wearing Army Gen 3 issued silks, so next to skin silks. And then over top of that, I'm wearing kind of a mid-weight base layer from Cool, which has all sorts of special venting and stretching and stuff in it. And I've worn it snowboarding in sub-zero temps with high wind speeds and everything, and that's like the best base layer I've ever worn. A little bit pricier, but I think it's definitely worth it. And then just some cool, I think they're Renegades or something, quick drying, little anti-wind resistance, and kind of just a good substitute for a real Gen 4, Gen 5 layer, or level 4, level 5. And you know, trekking through all the snow and everything, the snow is still beating up and everything. It's not soaking into these pants. Even if it does, it's very quick dry, which is actually, they're serving a really good purpose in this. So for my upper layers, yes, I carry a pistol every day. Any reviews that I do will be based on outdoor gear for the most part. All of my reasoning for testing outdoor gear is because I live in Alaska, and because I do want to be ready with firearms and everything. So I do extensive firearm training. If you think that's weird and you don't want to watch things like this because it might come up, I'll try and separate those types of videos, those types of gear reviews. But so anyways, this is an REI, like super lightweight perforated. It's not their absolute thinnest. The thinnest is like that mesh that you see goth guys wear at like Blue Oyster Cult bars or something. But this has worked very well. The only thing is it's a little bit too loose for the size, because my level 2 or like mid base layer smart wool top is just they kind of bind up a little bit, so I'm kind of, before I get my jacket on, I'm trying to get all those wrinkles and stuff out. Other than that though, once that was on, it's a very nice fit, very loose, which is exactly what I'm going for. And then this Arc'teryx Atom LT hoodie has intrigued me for years since I first started seeing people wear them. Lots of pros and cons about it. It's extremely lightweight, extremely packable. I love that. They didn't do too much with it. Like, there's no cinches or anything in the sleeves, or no Velcro tabs. I do like it. They're slightly stretchy enough that I can just pull them over my gloves. That works very well. Zippers, fine. It does have an over tab, which is something that sometimes like good manufacturers overlook. I don't know how, because that's very important to me, to have the over zipper protection. That's very annoying when you don't. The pockets are very nice. They're nice hand warming pockets. This synthetic fill, I was really wondering how it would do on its own as an outer layer, and it's done pretty damn well for today. This is pretty low activity, just general walking at like a mediocre pace, and it stayed pretty warm. I could be a little bit warmer and make my body a teeny bit happier, but fact of the matter is, if I was skiing like some of these other people, I'd be very warm, I'm sure. So very happy with the performance. The weight to warmth ratio is very good on this jacket. The cinching at the bottom is kind of a little tight, and it's kind of chintzy. I almost would rather it be just open, just like an athletic trim fit. I know some people don't like that because of the body shape, but that's how I like it. The hood is excellent. I love this hood, even though there's a cinch in the back. You can't cinch down from the front or anything. This works perfect over a helmet. I mean, I'm sure it was designed mostly for ski helmets and stuff, but for me, on the tactical side, running it over a helmet with night vision and lights and shit on it, it's still large enough to get over all that, and it works perfect. I absolutely love the hood. And there's a lot of hoods that I don't like. This one just has lots of space. Really like that. There is, because it's not, it doesn't have any fleece or anything in here, the chin area kind of gets a little cold. There's a tiny little breeze that's going to get down in there, which is why halfway through the hike I ended up putting on my neck gaiter. And I explained the love-hate relationship with those, but they do really help with that. And after I put the neck gaiter on, it kind of actually warmed up my whole body. Gloves, it's a big issue for me because manipulating firearms and stuff can be very difficult with different types of gloves, especially wintertime gloves. I think these are Outdoor Research Vigor. I'm sorry, I should know a little better. But these are terrible for just being static. Absolutely terrible. They don't work at all. They're like a soft shell with a very light insulation. You can use your phone and all that shit with it. But moving today and just keeping my hands moving and just general, or if you're actually doing drills with carbines or pistols, your hands will get warm and stay warm if you do actually move. So depending on what you're doing, these gloves might be good. If you're planning on just sitting out and, let's say, hunting from a tree stand, I would absolutely not recommend these gloves. Spirited Systems beanie, it's I believe it's part polyester and cashmere. Works great. It's nothing super technical or anything. I just like it. It's very soft. And I mean, other than that, I think that's pretty much everything. The pack that is actually my phone is sitting on right now is a Mystery Ranch Blitz 30. I'd say it's a perfect day pack, perfect day and a half pack. 2 days is probably pushing it. If you had very lightweight compressible stuff and you were able to compress your food, whatever you might be using, I think you definitely get away with a 2 to 3 day bag out of it. But just not ideal, but if you had to, you could. Well, thanks. I might take some more photos or videos on the way out of here, but that's essentially how I feel about this gear through a pretty cold Alaskan day. Lots of snow. Just a very moderate test on this stuff. So, thank you as I trip through all the snow.